Hey everyone, Troy Hammer with Annihilator Air Guns and Tuning. I am here today for the first time testing out a new device. This is the Kral SSG. I have a YouTube video on it. If you go back into my video tab, you'll see it from a little bit back. It hasn't performed well with the Kral Annihilator valve. Mark 1, Mark 2. This is the first attempt to try it with a Mark 3 valve. Tony Roman, this is actually for you. We're going to test this out. I've got 4 magazines filled. Gun is filled to 3,000 psi. Power wheel is set to medium. This is the gun that we just shot in our previous video that shoots 900 to 915 feet per second with JSB 15.89 grain pellets at this setting. So we're using that same setting on this so that we have a good baseline. Filled to the same 3,000 psi, like I said, and also using the same pellets, JSB 15.89 grain. And we're going to try it through the chronograph and see how the SSG works. Now, the stock hammer and valve spring, or the stock hammer in the Kral, weighs 36 grams. To machine the new hammer to accept the SSG, it drops that down to 28 grams. So we're losing about 8 grams on the hammer weight itself, and also we have to shorten the spring itself. It also doesn't compress as far, so it typically did not like to work on the higher pressure, but we're going to try it out with this new valve and hope for the best. So stay tuned. All right, there's magazine 1. Needle hasn't moved from 200 bar. Power, like I said, is very low on the higher PSI, even with the valve kit. This setup, we're going to be testing with a regulator. That way it is only having to open the valve under about 1500 PSI. So that with the SSG and the regulator should get very good results. We're expecting 80 shots or more at about 25 foot-pounds out of that setup. So. Magazine 2. You know what, let's try something. Let's actually open the power wheel all the way up on max. We know what it's doing on medium. Let's see if a little more air coming through will help out with this. So here's magazine 3. Alright, there's magazine 3. Obviously with power setting on high, bumps you up to 840 feet per second with the 15.89 grain. So here we are on magazine 4. All right, there's 4 magazines. And we are sitting at 160 bar still. So we're going to load up 4 more magazines. You know, 830 feet per second is not hateful at all. It's a really good, accurate range. This barrel performs pretty well with the Crosman Premiers at that speed as well. So should bump up around 850 or so with a 14.3 grain. Bear with me, we're going to load up 4 more magazines and then shoot some more. Still loading magazines, I apologize. Last magazine here, almost full. And let's see if she's capable of another 48 shots on a single fill. Magazine 5. There's magazine 6. Magazine 7. Alright, there's magazine 8. So let's see here, that's 96 shots. Let's just say on medium power we only used as much air on 2 magazines as 1. So let's just say it's still 7 magazines on full power. Let's load up 2 more, see if we can get through all of these. Sure does make for a full days of target shooting. All right, here. You know what, let's do one more. Let's just say for shits and giggles, we can get 10 magazines through a fill. All right. We are setting at still 120 bar, if you can see that. 120 bar still in the gun. This is magazine 11. Like I said, I'm counting the 2 magazines we shot on medium power as 1. So this is actually going to be take us through shot 120 on 1/3000 PSI fill. And there you are. Looks like 800, 798 to 870 is the extreme spread. Again, you know, if you play with fill pressure a little bit and, you know, possibly regulating it to even that out, looks like we can expect over 100 shots with this setup. So stay tuned for more.